In the health center tonight, Senator Joe Manchin asking the CDC to investigate an HIV outbreak in his state of West Virginia. The Democrat made the plea 2 months after a CDC official said the outbreak in Kanawha County was the most concerning anywhere in the country. Well, the county commissioners there pressured the state senators to open a congressional inquiry.
Well, we've reached out to our health department, we've reached out to DHHR, and we've asked them that what reports that you have regarding the HIV numbers in this outbreak that has happened in Kanawha County. They, from what we know of, have not seen these numbers as well, and that's why we had to reach out to Senator Manchin and Senator Capito.
Health officials say the surge, clustered primarily around Charleston and the city of Huntington, may be linked to intravenous drug use. That percentage traced has spiked dramatically in recent years. Well, allergist and immunologist Dr. Purvi Parikh joining us now to talk about the outbreak. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
What do you make of the numbers there? What exactly is happening? Why now?
Right. You know, there's been a large explosion in the rate of HIV, and I think particularly it occurred after the clean needle exchange program was discontinued or pulled back in 2018. It was controversial, but without access to clean syringes, it's just, you know, more fuel to the fire, and infection can spread very easily. And then when you add a pandemic on top of that, where we're already seeing substance abuse increasing, mental health issues increasing, it's just a perfect storm, unfortunately.
And obviously these numbers coming out of this county in West Virginia are pretty bad, but does this in any way kind of mirror anything going on nationally, or is this much more of an isolated problem?
Right now, it looks very isolated and localized, but it could very well become a national problem, again, for the same reasons. You know, there's joblessness, burnout, increase of substance abuse. So that's why, you know, those programs are, even though controversial, very important to help curb the spread of infection, access to the clean syringes.
Absolutely. And obviously, we've been in the age of COVID now for more than a year. And just because a pandemic hit doesn't mean that other health crises just, you know, pump the brakes and stop. Right. So clearly not a total surprise. I know federal funding has been requested there by Senator Manchin. Is that a common reaction in a situation like this, a direct appeal for federal dollars to at least research what's going on and to throw money toward whatever a possible solution may be?
Right. Yeah. Especially if there's an area where there's been a dramatic increase from 2014, where it was only about 12%. Now it's increased over 64, 65%. So that's quite significant, you know, in only 6 to 7 years. So I think it is warranted to have a deeper investigation to work towards a solution to curb those infection rates.
And let me just switch gears to the pandemic, since we touched on that a little bit. We're hearing a lot of chatter now about a potential fourth wave. Some doctors think it's already here, and this is the first inning of it, despite how well we're doing now with vaccinations, breaking all kinds of records in terms of daily shots in arms. What's your take? Where are we on April 5th?
Yeah, I mean, we're making great progress. We vaccinated 4 million people on Saturday. That's amazing. And I think now about 1 in 3 Americans have had at least one shot. So that's great, but we still have a long way to go. You know, right now we're in a race against these new variants. So we really need to get to 70 to 80% of the country vaccinated, and we still have quite a bit of time to go. Even though we're making great progress, we need to rush before a variant renders our vaccines inefficacious.
And we've heard so many times on the show with various doctors that same number, anywhere to 70 to 80% of vaccinated people, gets us to that precious herd immunity. Right now, I think we're roughly late teens on that issue.
Right.
What if we don't get to 70 or 80? What if we plateau at 42? What's that mean for normalcy returning to American life if we fall way short of that herd immunity, 70 to 80%?
Yeah, it's going to be tough, because if we're that much short, we'll continue to see these surges. We'll continue to see these variants, and we might get to a point where, you know, even those who are vaccinated aren't adequately protected, because we are seeing new variants emerge that aren't neutralized as well. So it really is crucial that we get closer to that herd immunity percentage. And yes, that will delay normal or the new normal quite considerably.
All right, Dr. Parikh, thank you so much as always for your time. Appreciate that.
Thank you.